Hello, I'm Lori Krein, and sorry I missed the meeting. Deborah said I could record my piece and share it, and she'd share it with you. So this is a memoir I'm working on. It's a memoir my grandmother had recorded 6 hours of about her experiences during the Holocaust. So I am creating a memoir based on those recordings. So we're just picking it up in one of the scenes that I thought was very powerful. It's Yom Kippur morning at 4 a.m. and we hear a knock on the door. We get out of bed and there's 25 Germans with armbands and black coats, and they're all young. They took my husband outside, and as he was the only man in the whole house. It was a big house with a store and a restaurant, and my husband had his bicycle store on the other side of the house. So he had to go where other men had built a bunker in the house. And those other men had told the Germans about the bunker, but my husband said he didn't know anything about it, but they kept hitting him and trying to get him to talk. Then they found the hiding spot, and they took everything out. They took out all the canned food, the sardines, all my good dishes, and other household stuff that I had hidden there, but that wasn't important. Only the food was important because we were afraid we might get stuck without food. So they opened up the room where we used to hold dances, and they found some papers and a hunting gun. Now, we were supposed to turn guns to the Germans, but we didn't think we had to turn in this one because it was a hunting gun. And it was only there because a man had come to buy a bike from my husband, but he was drunk and he had no money, so he left the gun as payment. So then the Germans are saying, "The Jew has a gun, the Jew has a gun." And then they found the rotten eggs that I mentioned earlier, and then they put my husband in the corner with his face to the wall, and they started throwing all the eggs at his head. He was standing in that corner all day. And when they found the sardines, they brought them out onto a table, and they opened up the cans, and 25 of these Germans sat around and ate all the sardines and everything else and threw the empty cans at my husband. There was still a lot of other stuff that was hidden, so they put everything, including my husband, into the truck that they had outside. Now, while all this was happening, I was upstairs in the bedroom with my daughter, Renee. And when they took everything, I didn't care anymore because what can I do? But when I saw that they took my husband in the truck, I ran to the window and I opened it. And I took Renee in my arms and I screamed in German, "He didn't do anything to anybody. Why are you taking my husband?" And one of the German boys had a gun in his hand, and he said if I didn't go away from the window, he would shoot me. Now, at the time, I didn't even hear what he said because I was so upset and so nervous because I thought they were going to take away my husband. Now, what happened next was unbelievable. And to this day, I don't know if the wind moved me or God moved me or I moved myself, but I moved away just as 4 shots came through the window and went through the ceiling. Now, if I didn't move just a little bit over, I would have been dead with my daughter by that window. Now, I swear I don't remember if I moved myself or what made me move. I was so upset about them taking my husband away. So after that, he was gone for 3 months, and we had no idea where they took him. Someone told us they saw people making graves, and the Germans shot everyone from a truck and pushed them into the grave. At the time, I didn't know if my husband was one of the people who was shot. Every day, we had a little bit of news about what was going on, and eventually we found out that he was in a regular jail in Belitz. There was another Jewish family that lived nearby, and the husband was there as well in the jail. Now, they took him because they said that he stole a hat from someone. Now, the Germans are just making up excuses to arrest people for nothing. So anyway, the wife came to my house and said, "My husband is in the same jail with your husband, and we're allowed to bring them clothes." So it was a 2.5-hour walk, but I got some clothes and I went with her. And we got to the jail, and they said that I could bring him clean clothes every week, and they would give me his dirty clothes so I could wash them. Now, I didn't see him, so I wasn't sure if he was there or not, but the next time I came, there was a package wrapped in newspaper, and inside was his dirty underwear and undershirt, along with a note in his handwriting that said, "The next time you come, please send a picture, or please bring a picture of you and Renee." So the following week, I did just that, and I put some money in the package as well. And that's all I'm going to share today. Thank you for listening.